Are you in your 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe even 80s, and you still get blindsided by old memories, reactions, or family patterns that started in childhood? Maybe you thought, at my age, shouldn't I be over this by now? Or, what's the point of starting healing work now? If any of that sounds like you, this episode is for you. Welcome back to Elisha Space. I'm Elisha, a counselor, author, and a companion in this healing journey. Before we go any further, let's take a breath together. If it's comfortable, gently inhale through your nose, hold for a moment, and slowly exhale through your mouth. As you exhale, just imagine your body softening by 1%. Not all of the tension, just 1%. Notice your shoulders, your jaw, your hands. You made it to this point. That alone says a lot about your strength. I want you to hear this clearly. It's not too late. You are not behind, and your healing is still absolutely worth pursuing. Many people don't even name what they went through as trauma until much later in life. Maybe you told yourself it wasn't that bad. Other people had it worse. My parents did the best they could, so I shouldn't feel this way. But your nervous system remembers what your mind tried to minimize. Growing up around addiction, being constantly criticized, walking on eggshells, being ignored, shamed, or hurt, your body stored all of that. Let me ask you this. When someone raises their voice, does your stomach tighten? When you make a small mistake, does your inner critic come out hard and fast? Do you ever feel like a scared child inside, even though you're a full-grown adult with a whole life behind you? If you're nodding yes inside, that doesn't mean you're broken. It means your nervous system has been working overtime for a very long time. You deserve relief. I recently spoke with a woman in her late 60s who said, Elisha, I feel silly talking about my childhood now. My kids are grown. I'm a grandmother. Why does it still hurt? As we talked, she realized that every time someone in her life sounded frustrated, even just mildly, her whole body tensed, her stomach clenched, her chest felt tight, and she immediately tried to fix everything and keep the peace. That response started when she was just a little girl, listening to her parents fight in the next room. Her body had never gotten the memo that the danger was over. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know your body isn't being dramatic. It's being loyal to the danger it remembers. Healing after 60 doesn't mean starting over. It's more like gently reorganizing your story. You now have something you didn't as a child. Perspective. You can look back and say, wait, that wasn't my fault. No child should have been expected to handle that. I adapted the best I could with what I had. Those coping strategies, people-pleasing, overworking, caretaking everyone else, staying quiet to stay safe, they were survival strategies. They kept you connected or as safe as possible. Now the question is, which of those strategies are still protecting me and which are costing me peace? Healing at this stage often focuses on extending compassion to your younger self, learning to calm your body when it feels threatened, changing how you speak to yourself internally, allowing yourself to receive care, not just give it. Let's get practical. Let's name what happened. You don't have to tell anyone else, but you can tell yourself. What I went through was traumatic. It makes sense that I feel the way I do. That shifts the question from what's wrong with me to, oh, this makes sense. Create small pockets of safety. Ask yourself, where does my body feel even a tiny bit more at ease? Maybe it's your favorite chair with a warm drink, sitting outside with your feet on the ground, listening to calming music or worship that soothes you. When you find those moments, stay there for a few extra breaths. Tell your body, right now, in this moment, we are safe. And then gentle body-based practices. No intense workouts needed. Try placing a hand over your heart and feeling your heartbeat. Unclenching your jaw, lowering your shoulders, noticing your feet supported by the floor and saying quietly, I am here, not back there. You are teaching your nervous system the difference between past and present. Seek trauma-informed support if possible. Work with a therapist or counselor who understands trauma and later life healing. If that's not accessible, look for supportive groups, online or in person, books and podcasts about trauma healing, faith or community spaces that feel truly safe and non-judgmental. You are allowed to ask for help at any age. Let's talk about a couple fears you might have. What if opening this up makes it worse? What if I don't have enough time to truly heal? Healing does not have to mean reliving every detail. It can simply mean learning to say no with a little less guilt, letting yourself rest without calling it laziness, allowing yourself to feel sad or angry without shame. Every small act of self-compassion is healing. Healing isn't measured by perfection. It's measured by how much more gentle and spacious life begins to feel inside of you. As we close, if it feels okay, picture yourself maybe 5, 10, or 15 years old. See their face. Notice how hard they tried. Notice how much they carried silently. Now, imagine your current self at 60, 70, 80, reaching back and saying, I see you. You did so well. I'm here now. I won't abandon you. That is healing. That is powerful. And that is available to you right now. Thank you for spending this time with me in Elisha Space. Your story is not over. Your healing journey is not behind schedule. And it absolutely is not too late. If this episode touched something tender in you, I'd love to hear from you. You can leave a comment on the podcast or send me a message. You don't have to share details. Just that was me is enough. And in an upcoming episode, I'll be discussing about how we heal when people who hurt us are still alive and not willing to apologize. So if that's something you're walking through, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Until next time, be very gentle with yourself. You are worth the work.